See, discuss how e-governance can improve financial and social upliftment in India. See, this is a very general question I would say. See, what can be taken? What are the measures that can be taken? See, what is basically e-governance? Simply, yes, using ICT, using information, communication and technology in governance. So, in order to make sure that the government machinery is simple, moral, accountable, responsive, transparent and all. So, we are using e-governance as a tool like which uses ICT to enhance more accountability, more responsible, more transparent governance. So, that is e-governance. So, in this question, discuss how e-governance can improve financial and social upliftment in India. See, discuss often it is interpreted as a debate. Okay, you have to debate on the question, and see here it will be positive only because it helped in improving financial and social implementation in India. And in conclusion, you can say that however, e-governance is not like as expected, it is not up to the potential because of the digital divide, so issues that is faced by India. Like that, a concluding statement you can write, but majority aspect you have to write how it improve financial and social upliftment. So first of all, you have to address the financial upliftment, how it enhance financial upliftment. Come up with examples. Financial upliftment, inclusivity, financial inclusion, DBT kind of thing, direct benefit transfer in agriculture. Then sustainable development, it ensures sustainable development. Poverty alleviation measures. Okay, now PM Fasal Bima Yojana, Meganrega, all these are digitalized. Digitization is happening. That point you can mention. Next. See, have you heard about Bhumi Rashi portal and all? Bhuvan portal of ISRO, Bhumi Rashi portal for agricultural sector. And see, this our GIS itself, GIS, Geographical Information System, that again help farmers to assess the, see, satellite information has helped the farmers to assess the crop loss and all. In PM Fasal Bima Yojana, in order to provide insurance, the satellite images of the loss of the crops and all, it is using again e-governance mechanism that you can mention. And see, you can mention about inclusion measures, financial inclusion measures, what all things you can mention, e-governance aspect. See, we have now Aadhaar enabled payment systems, and in TPDS, this ration shops and all, we have this fingerprinting kind of thing, Aadhaar linked programs are there. So, all these things you can mention. And digital payment like Beam UPI or like QR code, we have national electronic toll collections like FASTag. All these are part of e-governance. All these can be mentioned. Okay. And you can mention that we have an app called as Umang. Have you heard about Umang? See, several applications are clubbed in Umang. You can just download Umang app. Umang. Okay. UMANG. Umang. Okay. And there are digitization happening in every sector, like whether it is government offices, everywhere digitization is now happening in order to ensure accountability and more transparency. That you can mention. And see, that all comes under the financial aspects. You have to mention more on economical, agricultural aspects and all. And see, you can mention about DD Kisan for agriculture, e-Nam portal for agriculture. All these are part of e-governance. Okay, all these as e-Chaupal is there. E-Shram portal, yes, you can mention. Okay, migration portal, e-Shram. So, you can mention as much examples that you can give, okay. That is how you have to address. So, is that fine? Financial aspect in social. See, what all comes under social aspects? What all comes under social aspects? See, social, you have to think about health, education, HR, human resource. See, moving on to education, think about e-governance measures in education. We have Swayam portal. Have you heard about Swayam? Swayam portal. See, in Kerala, if you consider it's particularly, we had the first bell during the COVID pandemic time. So, in COVID pandemic time, e-governance was much used, this COVID app. See, everything comes under e-governance. All these points you can mention. And we have National Scholarship Portal. Okay. National Knowledge Network is there. See, come up with maximum examples so that you show that it improves financial and social upliftment in India. Okay. And next, what you can mention? Health aspect, COVID. Then e-hospital is there. Mera Hospital, okay, hospital, Mera Hospital kind of thing app is there. And see, now the health is also like we have online appointments with doctor. See, these are basic example, but this online payments, online appointments, meet the doctor online. In COVID time and all, everything was online. E-Sanjeevani, very good. You can mention all about these. Okay. And see, for pensioners and all, there were another program like Jeevan Praman and all. Okay, for land recordings and all, again, this Digi Locker kind of thing, or like online recording of land. I forgot the name. All these things are available. So, you can just, e-governance can improve financial and social upliftment in India. But in conclusion, what you can write? See, MyGov, we didn't mention that. MyGov, okay. For participatory governance, we have MyGov, and we have, see, climatic events, everything is done by e-governance now. So, come up with more examples. I have mentioned so much examples. Come up with more examples, and we have an exclusive program for e-governance. What is that? Digital India mission. So, you have to specifically study about Digital India, the various measures of Digital India, everything. So, Digital India is very important. So, this is how you have to address the question, and you can come up with saying that now the government is moving towards minimum government, maximum governments. That is the aim of this government. See, in intro or conclusion, you mention this quote: minimum government, maximum governance. And before the conclusion, you can write a point that even though we are moving ahead with e-governance, we have some issues or challenges that we are facing with respect to the implementation of e-governance. Digital divide, rural areas, it is not so much accommodated. Okay, rural areas issues are there. All these just simple points. Data policy, all these points you can mention. Okay, network issues, connectivity problems, all these things. Just in a, see, don't write in a spoke diagram and all, just comma you can write. Just one liner, because this question mostly asks about how it improved financial and social upliftment. You have to focus on that aspect. Okay, fine, right? No issues. Okay, so this was again taken from the newspaper. It was articles related to e-governance, Digital India and all. See, I have made it very general. Moving on to the next question. See, it is often debated that women is underrepresented. See, 2-3 articles were there regarding the underrepresentation of women in political system. Why it was in news? Because of Draupadi Murmu was elected as the president, a women representation. And another important aspect is the women representation bill. Okay, it is not turned out to be an act. It is pending in the parliament. That is again an issue. So, it is, see, this is a very general question. If you Google it, you will find similar questions of many kind. So, it is often debated that women is underrepresented in the Indian political system. Critically evaluate. What is your opinion? If yes, substantiate, or like you have to come up with maximum points. See, always writes facts, figures, reports in the question, like in the answer. It will fetch you more marks. See, it is said that it is often debated that women is underrepresented in the Indian political system. So, what will be your intro? It is always better to start with the statistics that I have mentioned earlier. As per data compiled by Intern Parliamentary Union, women represent 14.44. Only 14.44 of members, total members of Lok Sabha. It is a fact. And you can mention 2-3 facts regarding that also. And direct away say the reasons. See, this question, it is not explicitly asked about the reason. But what you should mention? You should mention about the reason why women is underrepresented. Why women is underrepresented? Social stigma. Then lack of education or like lack of awareness. Then a reservation policy is not. See, we have reservation policy in local self-government in which women are often represented. But what is the issue there? Sarpanch padis kind of thing is happening. So, like see, in order to address the issues of women should come forward. If there are issues for ST community representatives should come forward. Then only that issue will be very much addressed. Otherwise, it will be general. See, only women know the issues of women. Similarly, only men know the real issues of men. Okay. So, women has to come forward for representing, like gender budgeting and all we are doing, but we are not. See, the bill is still pending. Why it is pending? Because these parliamentarians, like majority men, I am not being like what gender perspective, I am not telling. They don't want women representation. Okay, it is just pending. For years have been, it is pending. They are not giving 33% reservation for women. It should be given. That should be our stand. So you can mention that competition is there. Politics competition is there. And see, women is typecasted to do what? Household chores and so jobs. Or for example, teacher, doctor. She is not apt for politics. That is a common notion in the society. See, if a candidate, see, we have women constituencies, okay. We have few constituencies in which only women are represented. That is there, but representation is not given. 33% reservation is not given. And you can mention that lack of political education. See, how many of you are aware that about the political system? See, as we are aspiring for this examination, we are knowing like what is MLA, what is the role of MLA. See, MLA and MPs are more powerful than collector, okay, more powerful than IAS. We don't know the reality. See, it is very difficult to get a seat for MLA elections or MP election. See, MLA is more powerful than IAS. That we don't know. But we often criticize the MLA. See, they are the direct rep. See, what is our democracy? Our democracy is representative democracy. We are representing, like MLAs or MPs are representing us and they are ruling us. So who is more powerful? Because we have given, the people have given power to them to rule us. So who is more powerful? The elected representatives are more powerful than the nominated or whatever else. So MPs or MLAs, elected MPs or MLAs are more powerful. Like literally I am saying MPs, MLAs, no discrimination like that. But literally those who have won through politics, political elections will be having more hold. Okay, because they have the popular, popular vote. Okay, that you have to address. So see, it is a common question that you all aspire because of civil service. We say that it is the most dignified service which can serve the country and all. In interview and all, many of my friends have said that a question will come, why not politics? Okay, why not politics? So you should be in a position to answer that. Okay, why not politics? Okay, politics is often considered bad. No, not at all. Now many women, see, we can quote the example of mayor of Trivandrum mayor like Arya Rajendran. See, many women are coming forward and getting represented. That you can mention. But lack of political education is a major issue. We don't know the benefit that are available for MLAs or MPs. See, they used to get pension. Many doesn't know that. Okay. So all those things are there, and women is always confined to the family, like work family culture. And as I mentioned earlier, some jobs are like prescribed for women, stereotype for women, like teacher, professor, doctor, other like police uniforms, or like a politician role we won't be expecting, or like we expect that they can't perform well. See, all these stereotypes are there. Even both men and women says that. Okay, that is another issue. So you can come up with that kind of points. You can, generally this question is from social justice. Okay, GS to social justice, polity paper only it will be coming. So you have to mention the constitutional aspect as well as the social aspects. That is the crux here. And another important aspect is, see, lack of resources. They don't have the financial resources to support them. They don't have the financial resources to support them. And as I mentioned earlier, the environment is very unfriendly for women. Okay, that is another issue. Then lack of political networks is another issue. You can mention all these aspects. This question is very general. It is a 10-mark question that you can mention. And what the way forward you can mention? First of all, pass the women representation bill. That is the stand you should take. And promoting the local bodies, female lawmakers on state level. So first of all, they have to give a representation in state level. Then they have to be represented in the Lok Sabha. Okay. So there have been a pool of women who have been sarpanches and members of local bodies. They know the experience, how should govern, how should be the governance. They know the experience, make use of the potential of those women. That kind of points you can take. Okay. And see, SHG, political leadership skills that you can mention. Okay, SHG kind of group can imbibe political leadership skills. See, initially women should come in forefront. So in that aspect, you can mention various measures and various initiatives taken by government. You can mention that, and finally you have to say that, see, only when we get power, we can do something. Okay, rather than simply making head of something or like captain of something doesn't matter. We have to be given political power. Political power is all that matters. So for political power, he or she, whatever may be, she should be represented in the political system, whether it is in local self-government or state legislature or in parliament. The representation is important. For that, first of all, pass the women reservation bill. That is the first point that you have to make sure that. Is that fine? Very general question, very general question. See, this was often in the news in articles. See, whatever I am seeing, I am just pointing out to a common stand that, see, these questions are general questions. UPSC will ask only general questions. See, this is a general studies paper. The questions will be very general, and if you look at the news will be very specific, sometimes very specific, and specific question it won't be asked. Less chances for GS2 and GS3. Whatever is there in the syllabus, that kind of general question they will ask, you have to link the current affairs to that particular questions. Or like current affairs should be linked to the static part. That is what you have to do. Then it will be a simple process only. The current affairs will be a simple process only. Otherwise, it will take time. See, for prelims, it is an exception. Prelims, anything can be asked from current affairs. But for mains, we have a strict and like what? We have a particular syllabus, defined, definite syllabus. So, within the syllabus only UPSC will ask question. See, anything under the sun is not the case, okay? It is a myth, okay? We have a definite syllabus. Syllabus focused study is important. So, whatever news it is coming in the newspaper, you have to make sure that it is linked to the respective static topic or like polity topic. See, did you expect these questions, general questions when you read the newspaper? No, but the question will be asked like this only, general questions. See, yesterday I was searching for topics and I got many topics, but the thing is, many topics are like very loose topics, it won't be asked. I have made the topic like umbrella topics. See, these are umbrella topics. Then only, see, we should have a bird's eye view. Okay, bird's eye view on the topics. That approach will be fine. Like microscopic analysis is not needed for mains. Bird's eye view will do. Okay, you have to look from a like up position so that it will be clear to you in a comprehensive manner. A bird's eye view approach will be best for this GS papers. So, women is underrepresented in the Indian political system, critically evaluate. See, critically evaluate, the keyword. So, you have to mention about the critical aspect. Definitely, it is a critical angle, right? So, critical aspect you have to evaluate. Moving on further,